Did you know that Port Arthur was the home to one of the largest refineries in the United States of America? Did you also know that the Paleo Indians were the first to stumble upon the Jefferson County area? Well, if you didn't know, I, Rachel Williams, will be providing you with a bit of information regarding the founding of my hometown, Port Arthur, Texas. For an audience here today, I have with me my dad, Mr. David Williams, and my sister, Naomi Williams, who's going to be recording for me today. In the early 1800s, the Paleo Indians were the first to stumble upon this area with hopes of harvesting the land of the sea. They resided along both the Port Neches River and the Sabine River. They were displaced from the area by the Anglo-Americans in the mid-1830s, and by 1895, Mr. Arthur Stillwell had then came along to make development plans for the city of Port Arthur. Arthur Stillwell had such a poor education due to an illness in the 4th grade that didn't allow him to complete school. But with great leadership skills from his father and grandfather, he was still able to be successful. At the age of 16, he moved away from home to go and work. He worked from the ground up to gain experience to build the dream that he had hoped of. He purchased land between Kansas City, Shreveport, Louisiana, Houston, Texas, and Galveston. Once he found out that Galveston would be having a storm at one time and point, he decided to move to a different location. In Sabine Pass, the founders of Sabine Pass didn't agree to giving him exactly the purchase that he wanted, so they gave him locations to where he could still receive his ports through Sabine Pass. He was pretty successful in gaining the railways that he needed to connect to the Gulf of Mexico, which also brought more businesses and people to come and reside in the area. One of the larger areas that was here for visitors and residents that planned on accommodating to the area was the Hotel Sabine, which was a 10-story hotel that was pretty amazing, and the Editing Court on Proctor Street. When people started to arrive, more businesses and revenue came to the area, such as Lamar State College, Port Arthur. The first fire station was here in 1904, and the library, which we utilized, the Gates Memorial Library. Mary Gates, Betta Million Gates, Mr. Arthur Stillwell's business partner, donated the first $25,000 to building the library in dedication to her son, Charles. Port Arthur was a pretty neat town. It had a nickname at one point called the Little New York because it was such an amazing place to be, and it was an attraction for others to come and visit and gain revenue as well. Port Arthur was also a place where a lot of celebrities have been born and raised. A lot of businesses and other refineries have also been built in the area, in addition to Motiva Enterprise. It's amazing to me that I've been living in Port Arthur the last 29 years, and the stories that I've heard of Port Arthur was just unbelievable because it's completely different now. But we're in the works of revitalizing the area to bring back the attraction of what Proctor Street once was. So this is my presentation on some information on the founding of Port Arthur. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found this intriguing just as I did. Thank you and have a good day.